Hi, I wanted to make this video and this channel really just as a way to sort of show myself on screen. I think many of you watching might agree with the feeling that maybe you have more to give to life than what you've had the opportunity to give. What do I mean by that? I'm an average worker, but over the years that I've been alive, I've picked up many different skills and tried many different things that maybe your average person hasn't done. A little bit of a background about me. I'm going to keep it brief because I value my privacy. So I won't tell you anything about where I'm from or my name or anything like that, even though you can probably tell where I'm from sort of my accent. I'm from the north of England, as you can tell. But a little bit of background about me. To start off, I used to be a national level boxer. Right now, I'm an amateur bodybuilder and powerlifter. That's going to be a little bit of a focus on this channel. Sort of a little bit of lifting advice mixed into more advice discussions and just talking about what it's like to just exist nowadays. But yeah, that's a little bit of an introduction about me. I also worked hard for 4 years and got myself a degree. I got a first from quite a good university, although that hasn't really helped me much in a professional capacity. Many of the hundreds of companies that I've applied to haven't got anywhere, as many of you can probably relate to. In today's job market, currently I work as a removals and storage contractor. So yeah, pretty low level work for someone with a top degree, but I'm sure many of you can relate to that as well. And that's really why I wanted to make this channel, because I'm sure you guys can agree in the sentiment. There's a lot of people out there who might feel like they're special, but either the world keeps telling you you're not, or you feel like you're not getting anywhere with showing off that you are special. But I wanted to make this channel so that other people who feel like that and feel like they've seen or experienced that can just come together and have somewhere where there are other people like that. I know I go out a lot of the time nowadays and see in the world, whether you might be taking your girlfriend to Slug and Lettuce or something, and you see so many of these guys walking around with just fake watches on or filler in their faces. They've probably made a load of money doing fucking sales and recruitment or something like that. Just some kind of job that doesn't actually have any real value. And feeling, why do these people exist? And why are they the majority now? Why do so many people want to be like that? So I feel like I'm sort of just probably venting a little bit here, but I know there's other people out there who agree with me, and I'd like to meet those people. I have some friends who are like that, and I will bring them on this channel as well. This channel's not just an ego trip. It's not going to be about me. It's about an average worker, what it's like to be an average worker in the UK. And I just hope that I can bring some value to the table doing that. I've put this off for quite a while, making videos or content or anything like that. I don't really agree with social media in a sense, and I've seen what it can do to people. I've seen that there's sort of I don't want to sound cliche, but a crisis of masculinity at the moment. There is also a crisis with women as well, but there's many young men out there who feel like they need to be an image that's shown to them in the media. Whether it be someone like, Andrew Tate, not to be a cliche again, but I've seen many young men probably that I work with and many more that are sort of following that sort of lifestyle, but it just seems like a waste of potential. So many young men who they do feel like they're special, they do feel like the world owes them something. And that's, not always true, because there's only so many resources in the world. Not everyone can have something, and that's a universal truth, really. But a lot of these guys, they all want the lifestyle that's shown to them by people like Andrew. This is, nothing against that guy, even though I don't agree with most of what he says. But so many guys who they take all the value from the Bugattis and, whether they be rentals or not, and the girls as well. For me, I know there's guys out there like me who all they want is a house, like to own their own property and live quietly with their girlfriend. I've been with my girlfriend for 7 years, despite being younger in age, and all I can think of is that I want a quiet, peaceful life and a house, and not feel like the world's pushing you down so much. Well, anyway, I just wanted to offer an alternative to all the young men out there who might feel like this. You are special, and maybe if we come out and talk a little bit more about who we are, these people who slept through the cracks, then maybe we can change something about that. Well, I don't know. This video is it feels like it's going on for so long, but it's really not. I've only been recording for 7 minutes, but, a little bit more about what we're going to talk about, just general lifting and general life advice. I know quite a bit about finance. I know quite a bit about analytics. That's what my degree was in. I also know a lot about labouring, because that's how I've made my money. As little of it as I have, Someone who works 60 hours plus a week, but still destitute, it's quite difficult. But yeah, I will talk a little bit about that. As a lifter, I can bench 140 kilos, squat 220, deadlift 220. I'm not super strong by any means, but, strong compared to the average guy. So I know a little bit about that. But that's another thing that I wanted to relate to this. So many guys that are in the lifting world, whether it be bodybuilding or powerlifting, and you see all these people on the internet, and they're giving off a certain, portrayal of what your average lifter looks like as well. And that's, some roided up freak or whatever. I'm natural, by the way, but and I always have been. But it can sort of skew what you think about yourself and your own progress. And I also wanted to sort of offer an alternative there as well. If you're an average guy who has managed to become strong, and you see a lot of your friends and they're telling you, oh, you look massive, oh my God, you're so strong. To an average person, you really are. It's only because you're seeing these genetic freaks or people who might be on the whole pharmacy that you think that you're weaker yourself, but you're not. You are strong. And, as they used to say in the L'Oreal adverts, you're worth it. But, you know, yeah, I just wanted to make this stupid little video to talk about that. You can expect more from me, but as for now, that's an average worker. Tuning out. Stay tuned. Like and subscribe as well, because I have to say that. Thank you.